Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomats YouTube channel. You got your boys here, Lanny and Bert, the Dividend Diplomats. Guys, we had a major move today. A stock popped up 29% on some big acquisition rumor news. So I had a small position held over. What did I do that position? We're going to talk about that today.
That's what we got to find out, guys, because hit that subscribe button, smash the thumb, give us a thumbs up here, like this video, guys. Action packed here. Big stock popped up 29%. Big news here on 9/11. Let's take a quick moment. All right, even though this is being released here on Saturday, September 13th, guys, hope you guys are enjoying your coffee. We got the coffee flowing, but we don't because we're filming this at 10:15 at night, guys. But cheers to everybody. Let's get into this stock that popped 29%.
All right, we're talking about Warner Brothers Discovery jumping up 29%. They are closing at some insane highs for Warner Brothers, Lanny. They're closing just over $16 per share, a number that Warner Brothers has not hit in a very long time, probably since right after the split off, and it just kind of nose dove after that. Lanny, what popped it? What caused this pop?
So big pop. And Bert, weren't they actually closer to $17 even on the initial pop?
Yeah, it pulled back a little bit though.
It did. There was a nice 5-7% pullback.
Yep, but you're right. It absolutely hit 17. Now up in the after hours, it's even up even higher. It's up at 17.75 in the after hours.
Ooh, so we'll have to see how it actually looks like by the time this video comes out. But what happened? They just created some great content and they had so many great viewers. No, that's not what happened. Was it the announcement a while back that they're going to split into two entities next year in 20? No, that's not what happened. Did a cluster F company called Paramount Skydance come in with a bid to buy Warner Brothers Discovery?
Not quite. They are preparing a bid to buy Warner
Preparing.
Brothers Discovery. So there isn't a formal bid, but man, the rumor mills were swirling. And you're right, jumped up to 17, came back down mid-afternoon when the news came out. Obviously, we broke the news too on our X feed, so make sure you're following that because it was like, what the heck is going on? What happened here? Okay, so as you said, Lanny, Warner Brothers was going to split the company into two. They're going to take the networks here, studios here. That's the plan for next year. Then Paramount Sky, after they finish closing their acquisition, after the Ellisons take over, say, hey, we got a value proposition for you.
Hey,
Instead of splitting up, we're going to throw you some cash. We're probably going to make an all cash offer. Why don't we just combine entities?
Preparing it.
Yeah, preparing. We haven't submitted it. We're preparing it. So Warner Brothers would be acquired, the full entity, not pre-spun off. This would kill the spinoff. They would just buy everything, Lanny. That's what's interesting here. Creating a powerhouse in the media spectrum.
Because Paramount, they have, obviously CBS, BET, MTV, Nickelodeon, all that stuff, plus the big film from Paramount Studios.
Mm-hmm.
And then Warner Brothers Discovery, obviously they were going to split off. You had the sports stuff, you had the TNT, the CNN. Obviously, there's the big HBO Max deal going on right now, plus their movie content, right? I mean, obviously Warner Brothers being the big movie arm. And then you would just create this colossal giant.
Yeah, that's really what it is. You would create a content giant that can compete with Disney.
A lot of cost synergies, right?
Yeah. So that's really what the news is, Lanny. That caused, obviously, Warner Brothers to jump up. Who knows if this is going to play out? The question I think everybody has is this going to happen? You don't know. After hours right now are telling you that it's likely going to happen, and there might be another bidder coming in. That's why you're seeing the price jumping up so high. Could that kick off that bidding war where you could get Amazon who wants to get movie studios, where you have Apple TV who's trying to get content? Could this have somehow created a bidding war for a company that is just blowing it in Warner Brothers Discovery, that is crushing its revenues, declining, filled with debt, even though they're paying it down, seems to be stripping the company down? Are they somehow just now becoming this perfect place at perfect time company where they're suddenly very valuable, where Paramount closes the acquisition and wants to make a splash in the media world?
I mean, it sounds like it. It sounds like they're trying to walk around with the big bat, the big Ellison, family, trying to flex some muscle and trying to right a ship here.
Yeah.
Now, Bert, but you made a mention you own some shares.
That's right. So I sold some a long time ago in my portfolio, which turned out to be a loser transaction. I sold it when they were in the nines. I think I put it in PACCAR, which is, I'm very happy with my PACCAR position. At the time, I did make best decision I knew. Never knew there was going to be an acquisition spree for Warner Brothers. It was kind of sputter. Happy with PACCAR. My wife still had some shares in her Roth. She had 34 shares in her Roth IRA. So this wasn't a very large position, Lanny. This was just a few $100s I've been looking to exit. Today I just decided when it was at about $16 at 15.90, I just said sell. You just saw the rumors. Again, no bid was submitted. You don't know what's going to happen. We still might not know what is actually going to happen here. Sorry, my camera keeps falling down. It's weighing down my laptop, my webcam. That's why you see me like looking like that. Sold it. I took the $540. My thought process is if it jumps up another 20%, we're talking maybe $100 extra. If it jumps up more, like we're not talking large dollar amounts that was left in that position. The question is, what am I going to do with this position? What's next, as Goldberg would say?
So you've got, yeah, who's next? So you got $540, Bert.
Mm-hmm.
The market's pretty frothy right now, to lack of
Say the
better
least.
words.
Yeah. What?
Now, you can't time the market. You're not going to time the market. This is in your wife's Roth IRA.
Yes.
Hmm.
Normally, I'd say dump it into her SCHD position, which I'm putting 30 shares every single weekend, but that's in her taxable account, Lanny. This is stuck in the Roth where I don't have an SCHD position. I don't have a VYM position, Lanny. I don't have one of the great funds to put it in. I have stocks such as Starbucks, Realty Income, Pfizer, SoFi, American Tower,
Right.
Caterpillar, a lot of individual stocks. So I'm not going to take $500 and create a new position in a company. I'm not going to start a small position. So
This is tough. Do you have any other cash in that account or no?
no, there's really not much in there. We haven't been able to contribute to the Roth for a little bit. So
Yeah. Do you
unfortunately,
have any positions to sell outside of this one?
there might be one, but it just depends if I feel like making a large position. That one, I have to take a look. There might be, I think it's what the former HCP, had Doc Health Peak
Peak.
Properties. I still have some that's just been a dud. I could sell that, but that's at a huge loss. I'm waiting until interest rate drops to prop REITs up a little bit. So what can I do? Do I put it in Starbucks? Do I put it in Realty Income? Do I put it in Pfizer? Do I put it from there? I don't really have an answer to that question right now. Another
You
thing I
could
picked,
park it into FBTC.
that's exactly what I was going to say. We've been talking about getting a sliver of Bitcoin in your portfolio, some sort of an allocation. This is in the Roth. So any gains, Lanny, would be tax free on this. So as much as if Bitcoin's at what I think 116 at the time of this video, it's hanging around 110 lately. We ride the Bitcoin rocket. It doubles, triples, and quadruples in price. Who knows where Bitcoin's going to be 10 years from now? Could be nowhere. Could be somewhere. Why not throw $500 at it and just see where that position could run to?
Yeah,
That's
especially with
an
no
option.
fees, no harm, no foul outside of potential loss. But
Yeah, that's
it could be not a bad option to park it. Instead of parking it in cash, you could always park it into Bitcoin.
yeah. So that's an option there. Until you're right. If it doubles and I want to build it into a position, that might be an option too. One day if it grows, I'm like, I want to take my gains, put it in a great SCHD, a great VYM when it might be say like 3,000, 4,000. If it can get to that level, that would be insane. But like you don't know. But that's not my core investment. So I have a lot to decide in the next few weeks, Lanny. I'm not exactly sure, but all I know is I'm happy. I got Warner Brothers 15.90. Might not have maximized the value. Remember, these are all rumors. Rumors can change like this. By the time this video is released, Lanny, Paramount could put out a press release that said we were never preparing a bid. That was all fake news, and Warner Brothers drops back down. So I took some gains. I locked in where it is. I'm very content taking the $540 and running.
Yeah, and given that you don't have too much exposure to your Warner Brothers Discovery, another 10% jump or a 20% jump really is not going to be that big of a difference.
And I can officially close the book on this ticker once and for all, Lanny. So you can strike one more
Well, hold
ticker
on, let
from
me
the
time out
portfolio.
here. For you to got WBD, do you still own AT&T in her portfolio then?
I do. That is in the Roth. I wasn't thinking of adding it back into AT&T though. I could.
Okay.
It's an option, but you're right. It had to come from somewhere.
Yeah, who gave birth? Um,
Yeah.
guys, let us know what Bert and his wife should do with the $540. Hang out and chill with it, aka park it in the money market account, earn probably 3.5 to 4% the rest of the year. FBTC,
Mhm.
Bitcoin, realty income, or start an ETF, guys. Let us know what
Yeah.
Bert should do.
Remember, we're recording this on Thursday, September 11th. This is going to get released on Saturday, September 13th. There is the chance that by the time you're watching this video, who knows what Friday the 12th is going to bring in terms of announcements for Warner Brothers. But regardless, that doesn't matter to me anymore because that is gone from my portfolio.
All right, guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let us know what you ended up doing if you held on to WBD.
All right, remember, you are either with us or you are against us, Jack.
That was Bert and Lanny from the Dividend Diplomats. Over and out.